Hey folks, and welcome back to another Division 2 video. In this one, let's talk about one of the most mysterious, feared groups in Tom Clancy's The Division 1 and 2, the Hunters. Let's jump into it. Quick disclaimer, this video contains spoilers for the manhunt and final mission of Season 3, Concealed Agenda. So if you haven't had a chance to play through or finish the manhunt yet, you have been warned. Not a lot is known about the Hunters, only that they're highly trained, well-equipped killers, with the almost haunting ability to appear at a moment's notice, attacking in a calm and ferocious manner. Always well-equipped with a mixture of ranged and close-quarters weapons, as well as a collection of skills and tools equal to an SHD agent, with turrets, seeker mines, skill jammers, and much more. The first sighting of a Hunter by a Division agent was not long after the initial green poison outbreak in the mid-Manhattan area. Back then, Hunters wore a much more uniform gear, with the more common solid black ballistic mask, and SHD watches attached to their gear and backpack to display trophies of their prey. Their attacks were well organised, directed, knowing exactly when and where to strike. Fast forward 7 months, and Hunters have been sighted in the Washington DC and Lower Manhattan area, following Division agents from the rooftops, and even attacking in very specific circumstances. But this time something was different. They seemed unorganised, ununiformed, with each Hunter having completely different markings and customised gear. Not only this, but it was unusual for Hunters to stalk Division agents in this way, in some cases almost wanting to be seen. It was like something amongst their ranks had changed, or possibly their communications had been cut with whoever they were reporting to after the chaos that followed in the initial outbreak. And that's how things stayed, until the Division agents received their latest target, Barden Schaefer. A former member of a Special Forces unit in the United States military, Schaefer is now the head of the Black Tusk Specialist Unit, the BTSU. The Division agents in Washington DC were tasked with eliminating Schaefer, along with a rogue agent cell working alongside him. However, this wasn't like other manhunts. The Division agents weren't alone tracking down the rogues. During each encounter, the agents of the SHD had to fight over their target with a mysterious Hunter, but this Hunter was not like the others they've encountered around Washington and Lower Manhattan. He was driven in chasing down his prey, but at the last moment disappeared into a cloud of smoke. It was the same story with each of the 4 rogue agents. He would fight for his prey, but disappear before having to face a Division agent. That was until the agents were deployed to their final target, Barden Schaefer. The agents tracked Schaefer down to the Coney Island amusement park, but as they made their way through the amusement park, there were sightings of the mysterious Hunter again, but not directly confronting the agents, but laying traps and almost taunting them. As they got closer to Schaefer, the Division agents intercepted communications between Schaefer and the mysterious Hunter, telling the Hunter to end this. This Hunter seemed different. All of the other Hunters encountered so far have used the same style ballistic face mask, with maybe a little bit of personal flair. But this one seemed formed from pieces and fragments of other masks, shaped as a skull. The only reply Schaefer received is a snarl, a primal sound that gave nothing away to the Hunter's possible nationality.
You out there? Listen, enough games. Finish it. Attaboy.
What? Schaefer and the Hunter are working together?
Schaefer working with the Hunter raised a lot of questions about this Hunter and Hunters in general. After the agents dealt with this new mysterious Hunter, another comm was intercepted, but this time between Barden Schaefer and Natalia Sokolov.
Yes, good job.
Is the Hunter still in play?
The line's not secure, ma'am.
Who cares?
Negative on the Hunter, Miss Sokolova.
I suppose it's up to you now, Schaefer, and our remaining BTSU operatives. But that shouldn't be a problem for you.
We're ready, Natalia.
Who's Natalia Sokolova? What the hell kind of shady op are they running here?
More questions arose. Who is Natalia Sokolov and what's her connection with the Black Tusk and this hunter? The way Barden addresses Natalia over the comms gives the impression that she's of a much higher rank than himself, but in what way? A conversation between Schaefer and Natalia also backs up the idea of her being his superior in the Black Tusk, with Natalia sounding frustrated by Barden's choice to work with Faye.
Natalia, I'm not sure about this op.
They wanted Black Tusk to collaborate with the government. This is Faye's chance to prove her agents are worthy, and our chance to keep my business partners happy.
I think the only thing she's proving is the division really needed a better screening process.
You brought her in. Her failures are yours. Fix it. I do not tolerate failure.
I understand.
During this conversation, Natalia also mentions her business partners, which means if she is Black Tusk, she must be very highly ranked. She talks about the hunter almost as an asset of her own, lent out to Schaefer to assist him in discreetly removing the rogue agent's cell he's been working with. From here, it's purely speculation, but is Natalia Sokolov potentially a higher ranking member of the Black Tusk, and the Hunters a group put together for the specific reason to track down and eliminate agents of the division? Since the first sighting of the Hunters by an SHD agent wasn't until after the initial outbreak, it is possible that after the outbreak, the Black Tusk leadership devised a plan to occupy key areas of the USA, and they identified the agents as the only major threat and formed a group of highly trained killers, equipped equally to the agents to hunt them down and remove the threat. Or is she the head of another group entirely, who've agreed to work with Schaefer in order to take advantage of the current situation to achieve her own goals? It is also a possibility that the hunter, currently known as Deceit, is working on his own, separate from any other hunters or group, almost as a rogue hunter. This could explain his weird behaviour, and why his mask is shaped so wildly differently to others we've seen before, working as a hired gun for the Black Tusk. Because of how little we know about the Hunters, it's hard to say, but it feels like we're finally getting close to finding out the origin and the mystery behind the Hunters. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a bit different from my usual content, so please let me know what you thought. And if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Division 2 videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.